Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about chapter number 10, acid, bases and salts. So before studying this, we should know about all the concepts of acid and bases. The learning objectives of this lecture is what are acids, what are bases, what is the Arrhenius concept of acids and bases, and what are the limitations of Arrhenius concept. So let's start. First of all, what is acid? Acids have sour taste. For example, citrus fruits or lemon juice. In our common daily life, we use so many acids. But all those acids are in diluted form. They are organic acids. There are two types of acids, mineral acids and organic acids. Mineral acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and carbonic acid. While if I talk about organic acids are mostly present in our food products like oxalic acid present in ketchup, citrus acid present in citrus fruits, and acetic acid present in vinegar, formic acid present in ants. So in this way we have so many acids all around us, but they are the diluted form of acids. Mostly the mineral acids are very concentrated and they should be handled very carefully. But carbonic acid is present in soft drinks and we can drink it. So this is an exception. They contain replaceable hydrogen ion. Now this is the point which you should understand. I am not saying that the acid contain hydrogen ion. Acid is a substance which have replaceable hydrogen ion. It means that the hydrogen ion should be replaceable. As we also know that hydrogen ion is present in sugar as well as in alcohol. What is the formula of sugar? Sucrose, C12H22O11. Now it has 22 hydrogens. Is it acid? No, it is not an acid because its hydrogen ion is not replaceable. So all those substances whose hydrogen ion is replaceable will fall into acid group. They are soluble in water, like lemon in water. They turns blue litmus paper red. When acids soluble in water, they are known as electrolytes. And we use electrolytes in electrochemical processes. They are corrosive in concentrated form. What is the meaning of corrosiveness? It means that they can eat the surface. They react with the surface and eat it. As this show corrosiveness, so most of the time acids store in a glass container, because if we used to store in them in plastic containers or in metal containers, they react with them. Acids can conduct electricity in aqueous form. They are not able to conduct electricity when they are present in a solid form, because for the current carrying process we required ions, and when we dissolve acid into water it forms hydronium ion. acid dissociates into H positive and A negative ions. This H positive combines with water in an aqueous solution to form hydronium ion. So basically this formation of hydronium ion is responsible for the electricity, for carrying electricity. Acids can neutralize bases. Phenolphthalein is an indicator and it turns colorless when it reacts with acid. Now hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and citric acid are the common example of acids. They are sour in taste. So there are so many things around us which are sour in taste. Ants have formic acid present in them. That's why when ant bites us, we feel the sting because it transfers its formic acid to us. Now what are bases? Bases are bitter in taste. They feel slippery in touch, like a very common example, soap. Sometimes they are soluble in water and sometimes they are insoluble in water. The bases which get soluble in water are alkalis. So can I say that all alkalis are bases but all bases are not alkalis? Only those bases are alkalis which can dissolve in water, like sodium hydroxide. In common words, we can say they are metal oxides and metal hydroxides. They can replace hydroxyl ion, OH negative. With litmus paper, they turns red litmus paper blue. Most of the time they are non-corrosive, except concentrated forms of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Their aqueous solution can conduct electric current because in aqueous solution there are ions present and these ions help the current to flow. They can neutralize acids, definitely, as they are bases. Phenolphthalein turns pink with bases. There are so many bases like sodium hydroxide, calcium oxide, ammonium hydroxide. The toothpaste which we use to do our teeth brush is also basic in nature. It controls acidic decay in our teeth. Now here is the Arrhenius concept of acid. According to Arrhenius concept in 1787, acid is a substance which dissociates in aqueous solution to give hydrogen ions. Now it's very necessary to write aqueous solution. For example, here HA is an acid and when it goes into water, it will turn into H positive and A negative. So it gives hydrogen ion. Now substances such as HCl, HNO3, CH3COOH which is an acetic acid, HCN, all are acids because they ionize in aqueous solution to provide hydrogen ions. Now here HCl gives one hydrogen, HNO3 gives one hydrogen, while acetic acid, although it contains 4 hydrogen, but it will give only one hydrogen. So it's a weak acid. It doesn't matter that how many number of hydrogens are present in a compound. The thing which matters is that how many hydrogens are replaceable. So here acetic acid is only giving one hydrogen. So it's a weak acid. Now in the same way, Arrhenius has given a concept about bases. Base is a substance which dissociates in aqueous solution to give hydroxide ions. Like the substances such as sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. They all have hydroxide ions present in them. When they get dissolved in water, these compounds ionize in aqueous solutions to provide hydroxide ions. So here is a very important topic, that what are the limitations of Arrhenius concept? What are the drawbacks of Arrhenius concept? Arrhenius concept is only applicable in aqueous medium and does not explain nature of acids and bases in non-aqueous medium. So there are so many reactions taking place in which water is not involved. So how can we find out or replace hydrogen and hydroxide ions there? Secondly, acid and bases are only those compounds which contain hydrogen and hydroxide ions, according to Arrhenius concept. So what about carbon dioxide? What about ammonia? Carbon dioxide is acidic in nature and ammonia is basic in nature. But Arrhenius concept does not give any information about those substances which does not contain hydrogen and hydroxide ions. So these are the basic drawbacks of Arrhenius concept. Thank you so much.